welcome to today's video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and give it a share if you like. Hey guys, I hope you've had a good week and I hope you're having a good day. Today I will be talking about what I got in my birthday, and I just want to say a disclaimer quickly that I'm not trying to show off or anything. I just simply thought you guys would like to see some of the things I got, and I got mainly books. So yeah, let's head straight into the video. Another disclaimer, I think that's the word, I don't know. Anyway, if you hear noises in the background, it's because the kittens are in here playing. Now let's get straight into it. First, I'd show you what I got from my dad. And he got me books because, you know, I like books. Anyway, one of the first books he got me is Stephen King, The Shining. And I'll read the back. Danny is only 5 years old, but in the words of old Mr. Halloran, he is a shiner. Aglow with psychic voltage when his father becomes the caretaker of the Overlook Hotel, Danny's visions grow out of control. As winter closes in and blizzards cut them off, the hotel seems to develop a life of its own. It is meant to be empty. So who is the lady in room 217? And who are the masked guests going up and down the elevator? And why do the hedges shaped like animals seem so alive? Somewhere, somehow, there is an evil force in the hotel. And that too is beginning to shine. I'm quite excited to read this book. I still haven't read my Stephen King book, which my dad got me last year, and that is The Stand. Just because I don't know why, I just haven't got around to it. And because the paper feels so like nice and soft. I don't know how to explain, like Bible paper. So I'm kind of scared I'd ruin it by reading it. But anyway, the next thing I got from my dad is the follow-on from the sequel to The Shining, and that is Dr. Sleep by Stephen King. And do you want to hear something funny? If any of you guys watch EastEnders, this guy here reminds me of Stuart from EastEnders. But yeah, anyway, on the back it says, following a childhood haunted by terrifying events at Overlook Hotel, Dan Torrance has been drifting for decades. Finally, he settles into a job at a nursing home, where he draws on his remnant shining power to provide crucial comfort to the dying. Aided by a peasant cat, I think it's pronounced, I don't know, he becomes Dr. Sleep. Then he meets Abra Stone, a girl with the brightest shining ever seen, but her gift is attracting the beautiful yet merciless Rose the Hat and her followers, the True Knot. They may look harmless, the sort of people who are devoted to their campers and RVs, but in their twisted quest for immortality, they live off the steam that children like Abra produce. Now Dan must call upon his powers once more as he battles for Abra's soul and survival, facing his fears and the reawakening ghosts from his past. So I'm really, really excited to read these. Oh. My friend Abby has read, I think she's read both of these. I know she's definitely read this one. But yeah. If any of you guys have watched The Shining and Dr. Sleep, let me know if it's scary. Like, I don't mind horror films, but I just don't really enjoy watching them. But once I've read these books, I do want to watch the films. But I don't know if I'll bother if it's just like a horror film style of film, if that makes sense. Now let's move on to the third thing my dad got me for my birthday. The third thing that my dad got me is another Stephen King book, and it's called The Institute. I really like it. The cover, I mean. I think this is the one my dad read, and he's like, oh, I'll give it to you. So I just said, you might as well give it to me for my birthday. But yeah, and I'm quite excited to read this one because of the cover. Like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's not spooky looking, but you know what I mean, compared to his other covers. But yeah, and on the back it says, there is only one way out. Luke Ellis, a super smart 12-year-old with an exceptional gift, is the latest in a long line of kids abducted and taken to a secret government facility hidden in the forest in Maine. Here, kids with special talents, telekinesis and telepathy, I think that's how you pronounce it, telekinesis, like Luke's new friend Kalisha, Nick and Iris, are subjected to a series of experiments. There seems to be no hope of escape until Luke teams up with an even younger boy whose powers of telepathy are off the scale. Meanwhile, far away in a small town in South Carolina, former cop Tim Jamieson, looking for a quiet life, has taken a job working for the local sheriff. I wouldn't say working as a sheriff. It is very helpful if you want a quiet life. Sorry, that popped into my head. He doesn't know he's about to take on the biggest case of his career. So yeah, this sounds really, really good. I haven't heard much about this King book. I've heard a lot of The Shining and Doctor Sleep, but I haven't heard much about this. But I'm quite excited to read this one. Moving on to the last book, which my dad got me, is, I know for a fact I'm probably going to pronounce this title wrong, but it's Kirk, I don't know. Anyway, by Madeline Miller. And on the back it says, in the house of... I know for a fact I'm going to probably pronounce half these wrong, so please don't mind me. But anyway, in the house of Helios, ghost of the sun and mightiest of titans, a daughter is born. Circe/Circe is strange, not powerful and terrible like her father, nor gorgeous and mercenary like her mother, but she has dark power of her own, witchcraft. When Circe gifts threatens the god, she is banished to the island of Aeaea, I don't know how to pronounce it, where she hones her occult craft, casting spells, gathering strange herbs and taming wild beasts. Yet a woman who stands alone cannot live in peace for long, and among her island's guests is an unexpected visitor, the mortal Odysseus, for whom Circe will risk everything. Circe's tale is a vivid epic of family rivalry, loss and love, the inextinguishable song of women burning hot and bright in the darkness of man's world. So yeah, this is the last thing I got from my dad for my birthday, and I'm really excited to read this one. I also want to buy the Song of Achilles. Moving on to the next present I got, and this present is from my mum. She got me the Authenticity Project by Claire Pooley, and I think this cover is so cute. I was looking for a book that was to do with kind of like maybe a book shop or something, but I just really like this cover, even though I think it's a cafe by the looks of it. But anyway, on the back it says, 6 strangers with one thing in common. Their lives aren't always what they make them out to be. What would happen if they told the truth instead? Julian Jessup is tired of hiding the deep loneliness he feels, so he begins the Authenticity Project, a small green notebook containing the truth about his life. Leaving the notebook on the table in his friendly neighbourhood cafe, Julian never expects Monica, the owner, to track him down after finding it, or that she'll be inspired to write down her own story. Little do they realise that such small acts of honesty hold the power to impact all those who discover the notebook and change their lives completely. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this book. It's a bit of a different book compared to what I usually read, so yeah. I thought I'd switch up and show you something that isn't a book, or book related. So yeah, the next two presents I got is... So these next two presents is from my close friend Georgia, and I thought I'd switch up and show you something that isn't book related. But yeah, first she got me this Gemini candle. I hope you can see it. And it has the sign. And it's by Lindsay Lucas Candles. And I'll link down below everything, where I get everything from, if I know where it's from. So yeah, and this scent is in birthday cake, and it smells really nice. It just makes me want to bite in the candle. So yeah. And then the next thing she got me, I haven't taken it out of the wrapper just because I'm not quite sure where to hang it yet. I'm thinking I might put it on one of the shelves, and it's this little, I can't think, like this plaque thing where you can hang it up. And it's, I don't know if you can see it, it says, "Always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know," which I think is really sweet of her. And I like how simple yet cute it is. The next present I got is also from another close friend, and it's this t-shirt, which is in my favourite colour, which I love. And I'm not sure if you can see it. It has, I have worn it already, that's why it's all crinkled. It has a photo of this girl with loads of books on a bookshelf. And it says, "In my dream world, books are free and reading makes you thin," which I think is hilarious and I love it. So yeah, and it's in my favourite colour. The next thing I got from my close friend is all obviously to do with books, and it's a book, and that is Cousins by Karen McManus, and I honestly love this author. I've read 3 of her other books, all of her books I think, apart from one that's due out in December. I think it's due out the end of this year, which I'm hoping to pre-order. And I've read One of Us is Lying, and I can't remember the other two. 2 You Can Keep a Secret, and there's one more, but I can't remember. But I only seem to have One of Us is Lying on my shelf, even though I've had them all, so I don't know where the other 2 are. So yeah, I've got the Cousins to read, which I'm so excited for. And on the front it says, "Secret Lies, Inheritance, Family First, Always," right? And on the back it says, "The story of family are the envy of their neighbours, rich, beautiful and glamorous, until it all falls apart. The 4 children are suddenly dropped by their mother with a single sentence. You know what you did. They never hear from her again." Years later, when cousins Aubrey, Millie and Jonah Story receive a mysterious invitation to spend their summer at their grandmother's resort, they have no choice but to follow their curiosity and meet the woman who's been such an enigma their entire lives. The teenagers are determined to discover the truth, but some secrets are better left alone. I'm really excited to read this book, and I cannot wait for her new book to come out at the end of this year. The next present I got from my close friend is Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. Yeah, I'm excited to read this book. I've wanted this book for ages, but I've never really seen it anywhere apart from Amazon. I finally got it. And on the back it says, I'm the child her father left her for in the summers. While she is the child my father left me for my entire life. Camino lives for her father's visits to the Dominican Republic. But this year, on the day when his plane is supposed to land, Camino arrives at the airport to see crowds of crying people. In New York City, Yahara is called to the principal's office where her mother is waiting to tell her that her father, her hero, died in a plane crash. Separated by distance and Pappy's secrets, the two sisters are forced to face a new reality in which their lives are forever altered. Now Camino and Yahara are both left to grapple with their grief, their newfound love for one another, and what it will take to keep their dreams alive. And I love that on the back, I don't know if you can see it, there, it says it has a little picture thing and it says what's in it. Sister's Secret, Loss and Forgiveness, and it's all colour coded. And I really like that. This is a book that I also got for my birthday, which I'm excited to read. Another present I got from my friend is Breathless by Jennifer Neven. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And I've been wanting this since it first came out because she's one of my favourite authors and she's done one of my favourite books, which is All the Bright Places, which I absolutely adore. This book on the back says, Claudine Henry was supposed to be spending the summer before college hanging around with her best friend, going on the road trip of a lifetime and maybe hooking up with smouldering-eyed Wyatt Jones. Instead, after her father drops a bombshell that he's leaving them, she's exiled, I think that's how you pronounce it, to a remote Georgia island with her heartbroken mother. No phone service and no chance of romance until she meets Jeremiah. Free-spirited, mysterious and beautiful, their chemistry is immediate and irresistible. They both know that whatever they have can only last the summer, but maybe one summer is enough. I'm so excited to read this. Let's move on to the next present I got. Another present which I received for my birthday is Felix Ever After by Kane-Hazzard, and I think the cover is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and just look there, it's so incredibly gorgeous. And on the back it says, Felix's love has never been in love, and yes, he's painfully aware of the irony. He desperately wants to know what it's like and why it seems so easy for everyone but him to find someone. What's worse than that, even though he is proud of his identity, Felix also secretly fears that he's one marginalisation too many, black, queer and transgender, to ever get his own happily ever after. When an anonymous student begins sending him transphobic messages after publicly posting Felix's dead name alongside images of him before he transitioned, Felix comes up with a plan for revenge. What he didn't count on, his catfish scenario, landing him in a quasi-love triangle. But as he navigates his complicated feelings, Felix begins a journey of questioning and self-discovery that helps redefine his most important relationship, how he feels about himself. So yeah, this sounds so beautiful and incredible, So I'm hoping it lives up to my expectations, and I just can't get over how pretty this bit is. Just wow. The last thing I got gifted on my birthday was this beauty, and that is the To All the Boys I've Loved Before trilogy by Jenny Candle, and I am so excited to get around to reading these, because just To All the Boy I Loved Before, all three of the films are one of my favourite films, and I just love everything about them. So I am so excited to get around to reading these, and yeah, I'm debating whether to take it out of the wrapper. I feel like I should finally take it out of the wrapper. Should I? I'll do it. So then I can read the back of them. So the first one is To All the Boys I've Loved Before, of course. And on the back it says, Lara Jean's love life is about to go from imaginary to out of control. Lara Jean's song keeps love letters in a hat box her mother gave her, one for every boy she's ever loved. She can say anything she wants because the letters are for her eyes only, until the day they're sent out. Then the next one is P.S. I Still Love You, and on the back it says, Lara Jean didn't expect to really fall for Peter. They had just been pretending, except suddenly they weren't. Now Lara Jean is more confused than ever. Then another boy from her past returns to her life, and Lara Jean's feelings for him return too. Can a girl be in love with two boys at the same time? I'm so excited to get around to reading these. And then the third book is Always and Forever, Lara Jean. Life is good for Lara Jean. She is head over heels in love. Her dad's finally getting remarried, and her sister Margot is coming home for the summer. But change is looming, and Lara Jean can't ignore the big life decisions she has to make where she goes to college, for one, because that would mean leaving her family and possibly the boy she loves behind. When your heart and your head are saying two different things, which one should you listen to? So yeah, I'm so excited to read these. Like, the films just make me feel so incredibly warm, and I could cry the fact I've got this trilogy, but I need to finish reading The Summer I Turned Pretty. I completely forgot about those books, but yeah, I need to get around to finish them, then I can get to this, and I'm so incredibly happy. So yeah, this is from my special friend Rue, and all this stuff she made herself. I'll link her business down below. It had a bath bomb, a mask, and a beautiful necklace. This is from my other close friend Abby, and it's a little sweet box from her or her mum's business, which I will also link down below. This is a present which I got myself, and it hasn't arrived yet, and it's a jumper of some of my favourite films and hopefully books once I read them. So that is all the presents I got for my birthday. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and comment down below if you've watched any of these books and let me know how you found them. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!